All right. Morning, guys. All right, we're ready to get started with our week of preparation, getting ready for the Jets coming in here. Our motto is basically to respect every opponent, fear nobody. I got asked by the New York media about a little bit about their team and the spread, and those things mean nothing to us. It's about playing the game. It's about understanding the challenges that you face. It's about recognizing the talent in front of you, strengths and weaknesses, and going after them and preparing accordingly. So that's what we're about. That's how we'll approach the week. We're getting healthier. Hopefully we'll get a full week out of Conley. We'll see how that goes. That's probably the biggest question that you want to know. We'll see how the week goes with him, and then we'll know more as the week gets, as we get into the work week. So questions?
What are some of those challenges you think the Jets pose?
Well, I think they probably have one of the better fronts in the league. Their defensive front is as talented as any that we'll face. They're very aggressive in their scheme. And the two safeties they drafted are, we think, really good football players. I know I liked them both, grading them coming out of the draft. So good players. Offensively, they've got two backs that are very good, very capable, have a history of doing good things in this league. And, they've got one receiver that's a deep guy, and the other guy, Kearse, they got from Seattle, and he's their top target. So we've gone against McCown before. This is a guy that put up a lot of numbers, a lot of yardage when we played him when he was in Cleveland. He's got a lot of experience in the league. It's the kind of guy that we need to make sure we don't let get comfortable on us.
Your kicker named Special Teams Player of the Week. It's kind of an unusual story with him. You got to talk a little about it.
Well, we're trying to let him enjoy that, but at the same time, it's about going forward now. So he got the award today. We're happy for him. I think, you see those individual awards. They tend to show up when the team wins. Really proud of him for, the grit and the perseverance and staying the course and continuing to believe. And of course, he's really developed himself, and is now getting a great opportunity. So I'm super proud of him. But again, I told him, great job. Okay, now we're going forward. Next game.
Nicholas Morrow, when he played his season opener last year, the listed attendance was about 500.
Yeah.
It's closer to 70,000 on Sunday. Based on how he plays, is it easy to forget just where he comes from and how small this program he was at before this?
Yeah, stories like that are an awesome part of our league. Guys come from different backgrounds, different experiences growing up. Obviously, he hadn't even been in front of 1,000 people, much less 70,000. So, tremendous jump there. But like everything, he's worked hard with the opportunities he's had. He's developed as a player. He's created a little bit of a role for himself, and he was called on to go in a key moment, and he didn't blink. He made a play for us that ended up being a huge play in the game.
Hey, Coach, that touchdown that Amari had, the way he bolted the end zone,
Yeah.
is that just a testament to his work in the offseason? And when was the last time ever did you see a wide receiver do that?
I don't know. We've probably seen some bigger guys do that. Amari's, he's got a lot of desire. He's got a lot of talent. He's working really hard. He wants to have a great year. And, I think he stayed up and made a good move there toward the end zone. He got a little bit of help from his teammates.
That kind of a play, you kind of are used to seeing Marshawn make. Do you see Marshawn's presence rubbing off on guys like that?
Oh, I don't know if I'd be ready to say anything like that, but I think he definitely brings a certain physicality. But I think Coop's going to be known more for his ability to run and separate, and not so much running people over.
How much was Gary on chomping at the bit last week, and just overall this whole process? Just
Yeah,
to be out there?
He's been chomping at the bit, so to speak. Last week he was a little disappointed that we weren't going to play him, but I assured him that I thought it was imperative for us to do the right thing by him, and when I felt he was ready, that we'll play him. And until then, I want him to just do what he can, practice as hard as he can, and prepare accordingly, and then we'll make the call when we think is right.
A full practice, why is that so significant for a young player who's missed so much time?
Well, it's a little different than Donald Penn, right? Donald's got over a decade of experience starting. He's been in our system. This is his third year now in our system, so it's a lot different than a guy coming in as a rookie and missing so much of camp. I think we just need to see more from him in terms of on the field practicing full speed and the conditioning level so he can protect himself and the effectiveness. We want him to play well. So those are all factors, and he's doing everything he needs to do.
Coach, Amari's obviously already been a really good player, but how big a jump can he make this season?
Well, I think he's been pretty good the last couple of years. All right, the biggest thing is for him is just to continue growing. He's a young player, and like I mentioned all the time, we have young players that are really driven, that want to be special. They've got to work at it. They have the work ethic. That's the biggest thing, and then it's just time performing and playing at a high level.
When Khalil can be triple teamed, still find a way to affect the quarterback, and when Eddie's doing what he was doing, and you got Bruce on their edge on his other side, blitzing is one way to get to a quarterback, but there's something said for a pure four-man rush, and what that affords your defense. What does that do when Khalil and those guys can just, on an even man front, get after the quarterback and affect the passer?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously, if you can play coverage and still generate a tremendous rush, that's the optimal way. I think, for us, without getting into a whole lot of strategy, I think, you blitz when you want to, not because you have to.
Jack, what do you think will make Todd Downing a good offensive coordinator? And the skill sets from quarterbacks, coach, and offensive coordinators sometimes are different. You obviously have confidence that he can do it.
Yeah.
What about him makes that a good fit?
I think he's got a good skill set. I think he's got leadership qualities, and he's got organization. Got a good presence. So I think he's done a nice job. But it's he got a nice start. He went against the real legend of the game with LeBeau last week, and it doesn't slow down. This week with Bowles and what they do, a lot of stuff coming at you. So there are challenges every week. And as a staff and as a team, we're just looking to prepare the best we can.
When you're faced with a 4th and 1 decision, and you have the interior offensive line, you have Marshawn, who can make a guy miss in the backfield and just be who he is after contact. How much of the way your offense is built factors into your decisions? Because it seems like a luxury when you're facing that situation to have the personnel you have.
Well, it's still, there's a certain amount of risk involved. We'll make the decisions. I will make the decisions that make the most sense at that given time. And there's not any. I'm not going to make a proclamation because of the things you're talking about. I'm aware of some of those things. I'm also aware of the other team's abilities. So, we'll make decisions that make sense for us, and then you live with them. Good or bad, you move on. All right.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.